Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? It's Lugo back again with Fat to Fit day 55, doing my second voiceover over this training footage because it wouldn't let me finish the fucking recording. And I know I shouldn't curse at the beginning of the video, but this is dumb. It's super dumb. I don't know why it didn't let me save the audio, but I have to do it again. Um, But initially, what I was saying when I started this video, I'm glad to be back in the gym training. I got up super early to train around 3 a.m. and really happy. I just need to make sure that I'm getting more sleep, sleeping earlier so that I get better sleep for training. But it felt good. Did my steps early, walked when the sun was coming up, and I feel good. Today I did some chest, shoulders, and triceps. For my first set, I did 175.5 pounds or 77.5 kilos. And for my back down sets, I believe I did 165.5 pounds and 73 kilos. Um, and really, I used kilos because that's really all there is in this area is kilograms, Eleiko plates, which is fine by me. I don't mind using kilos. It just felt a lot harder than normal. It was a little bit tough, to be honest, doing kilos, switching from pounds, just really because it's a different feel when you're using kilograms versus pounds. It just feels heavier in your hands, and my grip was really slipping. I went to the chalk bowl, and I'm glad that there was chalk because I really needed it. There almost wasn't. It was almost empty, but there was enough for me to use it. And I finished bench fine. Moved on to this dip machine that I haven't used in a long time, and come to find out, the seatbelt is not there anymore. I know originally when I did this machine about 3 years ago, there was a seatbelt. Don't know where it went. There's seatbelts on another leg extension machine and the pullover, but there's not on this one. And I don't know where it went, which is unfortunate because I like this machine. I probably should have turned around because I was riding up a lot on this and using this machine moving forward. I'm definitely gonna have to turn around and just put it the other way, even though I like this free range here, but with no seatbelt, it's just not gonna work this way. I was just riding up a lot, and I really couldn't get that great of a chest contraction in where I needed it to be. And I should have turned around. I don't know why I did. I was just being stubborn and wanted to try it more, and it didn't work really that well, to be honest. But I got it done. Did 2 plates for 8, which is pretty nice, being the first time going back on the machine. And then I moved on to some high incline military press. And with all my shoulder stuff, I like to do a high incline rather than a 90-degree type range of motion, or even vertical, or even slightly less than that, like 85. I like to do like 75. I think this is what this is. Maybe I'm dumb. But something that is going to get your upper chest girdle, shoulder girdle into it. Um, because I'm of the belief that you can never really have too big of an upper chest, as well as I just believe that it's just superior. I think that when you're completely vertical, you're like at a really bad angle, and it just kind of hurts your shoulders in general. And I think that this is just better, if you ask me. But nobody did, so do what works for you. But this just feels infinitely better. And again, you can never have too big of an upper chest. If this does include more than some people would like, but it mainly feels like shoulders, to be honest. And I really enjoy this movement with barbell, with dumbbell, um, and yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. So that's pretty cool. And then I did some flies. It's been so long since I did flies, especially a movement such as incline cable flies. I did 30 for 10 and then I did some partials. I think, particularly on this exercise and where I was placing, I could have moved the bench back to get more in line with the cables, or maybe it was move it forward because it kind of felt out of line where I was. And I only was doing one set. So as soon as I started it, I was just like, I'm just going to keep going. It doesn't really matter that much, but I still got a pretty good chest activation, which is what I wanted out of this. Really isolate the chest at the end of my workout and finish it off. No Diddy. Um, and I moved on to some easy tricep extensions. So I'm gonna take a sip of some Sprite Zero. Sorry. Um, these were nice. I haven't really had a smooth cable I ordeal in a while because the cable at my house was like kind of jittery, not really smooth. Got a little like stuck at some points, so it wasn't super good. And so it was weird going from that to this. I was a lot stronger than I expected. I did 100 pounds for 18, and I really just kept going. And it was hard because it was super like intense lactate buildup in my upper body in general, my elbows and my triceps. So I really had to push through the lactate buildup and the pain and push through it. And then the subsequent sets after the first one were hard, to say the least, because I was super, super pumped after the first one. And it was just harder to finish. But I'm working on the mental resiliency still, only being back for about 10 weeks, working on that, pushing through the buildup of lactic acid in your muscles where it starts to really burn, because that is mental and you can definitely push through it. You just have to train yourself to do it. And not a lot of people can. And it's honestly nobody's fault because it's hard. But moving on from that, I did some Arsenal strength lateral raises. And you'll notice that I'm not gripping the handle. I believe this is something that I got from TNF, where he puts his wrist to the handles instead of grabbing them. And I'm not gonna lie, this felt better than grabbing the handles because I was switching off from that, and it felt good. It really didn't hurt like I was expecting it to, but I definitely could have saved a little bit slight discomfort by using my Versagrips with the have the pad on it just to make it cushion to metal instead of metal to wrist. But again, it didn't really hurt at all, which is surprising. I thought it was going to hurt, but it actually felt insanely good. And I don't know why, but I really enjoy these and I will keep doing them this way. I did about 60 pounds. I think I got 13 and 11 reps. And then I did partials because these were so nice. I'm genuinely surprised. It's just strange because I've never done them this way, but they feel so good. And I was really locked in with my shoulders here. Finished, and then I finished off the workout with some JM press, which I was really trying to do decline, but I realized we don't have the decline bench anymore. The separate one, we only have the decline actual bench with the spotter arms and stuff, and I just couldn't do these on that. So I just took a regular bench and put a plate under it. Probably could have put two, but I was lazy and I was like, whatever, it's the same thing anyway. So I think this was 78 pounds, and I got really close to failure on these, which I haven't done just because it was hard to find a spot that I could really lock in with. And today I found it, which is really nice if I'm being honest. And I really pushed these, which I really enjoyed to push them. It was the end of my workout, so I was kind of feeling burnt out already. But this was a nice workout. I'm glad to be back. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 56 and some back, biceps, and rear delt training. Goodbye.